sad news as far as Nottingham Rugby are concerned, that you're going to be leaving after 2 years as club captain and even longer as a player, and moving into full-time coaching. So how did that come about?
Yeah, I've been offered a good opportunity by Wasps to go full-time with them in their academy setup. I've been working with them this season when I can on days off and after training every now and again, and I've really enjoyed it. I think the players and the coaches here will tell you how much I love my coaching. Very hard decision, but yeah, I'm gonna take the opportunity and give it my all.
And you've had some very good years here, lots of memories. So what will you miss most about the club?
Yeah, it's a tough one. It was a very hard decision. I don't think it's ever easy for any player to stop playing, and I found it very hard because of my emotional attachment to Nottingham Rugby Club. I care a lot about the place, about the people, about all the background people, the supporters, but the players especially. I've got a pretty close bond with, and to disconnect myself from seeing them and being around them on a daily basis, I find very hard. Cozzy and Falksy actually asked me what I'd miss the most, and obviously you miss the sport and playing it, and you miss being in the changing room on match day, but yeah, spending time with the players. You live together, you work together, you eat together, you do a lot together, and you're all working towards the same goal and working very hard towards it. I definitely miss that the most.
Being only in your mid-20s, I'm guessing it's even tougher decision to retire from the sport. Normally it's sort of early 30s, mid-30s.
Yeah, it is. It's a really tough one. And I always said to myself, I want to play professionally till I'm 30, and then see if there's any other opportunities. But unfortunately, you can't always time things that perfectly. I want to, and I've always wanted to, retire in my own hands and my own terms, not through injury or getting old or not performing well. I always wanted to stop playing well, being very involved in the side, and obviously being captain here means an awful lot to me. So I can look back with consistent happy memories and not kind of dropping off at any point. So I'm glad that I'm doing it in my own hands with a good opportunity on the horizon.
And from the academy point of view, you must be immensely proud of what's been achieved since you've been head coach.
Yeah, I've loved it. And to be honest, I'm very grateful to Nottingham for giving me the opportunity. I don't think this opportunity at Wasps would have come about if it wasn't for what I've done and where I've worked with the academy at Nottingham. That was my first coaching experience, and I enjoyed it immensely, more than I thought I would do. And it's a very fulfilling thing to do. And I actually look back on the Army game on Saturday, and five guys that I played with were guys that had come through the academy that we set up 3-4 years ago. So that was it was a bit of a proud moment, and I was very happy to run out with those guys.
And talking about the future of the academy, where do you see Nottingham going? Obviously you'll probably still have some involvement, and we'll see you around here at the Bay occasionally. So. Yeah,
I'm going to stay as involved with the club as I can, whether that's in the background and helping out wherever I can off the pitch. But yeah, I definitely will stay involved. I'm going to be a lifelong fan of the place. Some of my best friends play for the club, and some guys that have come through it. So the academy hopefully will, the percentage of players playing for the first team that have come through the academy will hopefully increase. That's the main goal of it. So to have 5 out on Saturday was probably the best we've had. So just try and get that number going up and up, along with the support from the guys coming through NTU. So yeah, that's probably the goal for the academy, I'd say, going forward.
And in terms of the first team, Neil Falks taking over next season. I'm guessing you're a little bit sad that you're not going to be able to work under Neil.
Yeah, I really am. Cozzy, what he's brought to the club is amazing. The level of professionalism that he's installed in us, not just on the field but off the field as well, and lifting standards and the quality facilities, things like that. He's really driven, and his knowledge of the game is very impressive. But Falks is the heartbeat of Nottingham Rugby. Everything around the place goes through him or comes from him. I've never met a guy that is so associated to one club and committed and dedicated his whole life to a rugby club. And it's very admirable, and yeah, I'm gutted not to be here when he's the boss. And it's going to be exciting to see this squad at Nottingham go forward with those academy guys coming through, and then the likes of Murray McConnell, people like that who've joined the squad 2-3 years ago as very, very young players. Muzz is a good example, actually came from Glasgow, out of that academy, pretty young, with not massive amount of experience, and then 2-3 years down the line he's played nearly 60 times in the Championship and is a real leader in our squad. So the players they've put together and the people they've put together have really matured as a group. It's exciting to see what they're going to go on to achieve.
Thanks, Matt, and
cheers,
good luck.
Cheers, mate.